Hey everybody, clearing. All right, so this is going to be a Divine Masculine check-in. Just gonna quickly look at what do these DMs want to see happen next in the connection. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see next? What do they want to see next? Wow, okay, so they want to put down control issues. They want to humble. They want to grieve their old lives, and they want to get on with it, is what I'm seeing here. They're not feeling Emperor status. These are two cards that have to do with ego. The battle between humility and ego, control and letting go of control, maturity and immaturity. Selfishness and compassion, empathy or heart walls. There's something here where they're seeing possibly self-sabotage, things that haven't worked out in the past. It's almost like they're seeing the folly of their immaturity, developmental. It's like it's giving the feeling of if I only knew now or then what I know now. Let's have a little bit more about that. What are we talking about, masculines? Where do you feel you'd like to drop the control issues? We get Temperance in the inverse. So this is, they see that their need for healing. You know, Temperance is a pretty big energy of healing, karma, healing, major life issues. This is a major arcana, so it's not just the day-to-day casual things. This is life work. So when it shows up on the table, it means that some of those grander themes are in focus, not fully healed yet, but I'm getting the feeling like it's just enough healing has been done to start to see the errored ways and see how the fear has been influencing these masculines with how near or far to the connections they are willing, ready, or able to be. Let's see what the strength in the inverse. Tell us more about the strength in the inverse. The world, rest, and opening to possibilities. So this is a card of ascending out of that fear, out of the limitations. The Four of Swords is a rest after third-party situations. So whatever these masculines have been playing safe, playing small, connected to, they are really seeing beyond, that there's more to life than that, and it's humbling them. Potentially they thought they had life figured out, or they were pretty sure that they knew what life was all about. From a material standpoint, that could have been their trauma speaking, that could have been pessimism or skeptical energy, cynical energy. It feels more optimistic, it feels more resilient, it feels more hopeful, it feels more like they're tapping into potentials they could not see before. And so that can imply that they didn't see or believe. This is the too good to be true that we hear so much about these divine connections, because they may not have seen how these connections could have worked. And now that it's unfolding the way that it is, they're seeing that they may have misjudged the potential here. They may have sold themselves short, or sold this connection short, or somehow were in disbelief of how this connection with you, Divine Feminine, could actually work. We have this grieving, remorse, so it feels like they're seeing things from a different side. It feels like a reality check, but there's softness to it. This is a tender grieving. It's like life is passing me by. I had my focus in the wrong direction. Tell us more about this grieving changes. So they know they have their work cut out for them. They need to buckle down and just do the things they are guided to do. For this love, for cleaning up their lives, for taking accountability for whatever they have been giving to or playing small with. They're going to have to work their way out of it with intention. And so it's like a loss of innocence in a way, but not in the fact that they are now about to blemish their soul with sinning or something. It's like they're coming back from the awareness that they have gotten off track. And it's that recognition. Now they know what they need to do. And they're sorry. They're genuinely sorry for thinking life was more, I'm seeing neon lights flashing, that it was more hyped up than the peace in their soul is calling them. There's some sort of a fake energy. They got sucked into some temptation or some kind of way of living that could be settling, becoming too square or too reckless, or a bit of both potentially, which is ironic because those two can go hand in hand. So yeah, it does feel like these masculines are beginning to see that they need to start making some pretty major changes in the way they show up in the world. Let's have a look for these masculines. What are they perceiving in these connections at this time? So what are they thinking and about the connection and their counterpart? What are they feeling on the heart space? What are they wishing? What actions are they taking where it relates to this connection? What is the energetic aspect for all of those things? What is their biggest challenge when it comes to this connection at this time? What is the spirit-guided solution that they are receiving at this time through their growth, their intuition, their gut instinct? What is it that they would say to the divine feminines about each of these aspects? Okay, so conscious mind about the connection. Oh, 9 of Swords. So sleepless nights, some of them are possibly crying. This is overthinking. This is like analysis paralysis, remorse. Look at this person's head in their hands and possibly even having nightmares, losing sleep, stressed out. It feels like for some of them, their worlds are closing in. Oh, I just heard they wish they had someone like you more on their team. So they may also be going through life circumstances where they're feeling like they're having to go it alone. Similar to the times that the divine feminines have wished for someone to be there to help them through adversity and struggle. Go to the divine masculines, go higher, pray, ask for guidance. And on the energetic level, acceleration, stimulation, and excitation. So it feels like the masculines are being catapulted through this rite of passage or through learning their capacity to really shift their life in a direction where they're getting higher guidance more consciously. If they're not there yet, this is a turning point where they have no recourse externally. I'm hearing that the karmic influences and partners have got no substance to offer them now, and they know that the divine feminines do, but they don't have that kind of relationship with the divine feminines to the degree they would like it. And so they feel like they have to go something alone right now. It's designed that way with divine timing. It's actually benevolent that each person come into their own mastery and then meet in that mastery. So this is happening quickly for the masculines, and many times I have heard other readers, and it resonates, that the masculines will catch up to speed really quickly when the timing is falling into place. The feminines really do have to go through this intuitive growth process, and it seems to take a lot longer to set that foundation. The masculines are more primarily focused with the material realm, and so it plays out. They get up to speed, but the two together work in unison energetically, and so the masculines do come through this stuff differently when it's time. What can we see for what they would say to the feminines? Here's that Strength card for the second time. So I'm taken with half lion here and half feminine. So the masculines are acknowledging that you know what's going on here. You may have a hunch, feminines. They may think that you can feel some of these energies. They also are drawing from your example. You inspire them because they know how you have handled things. This is also, however, showing them that what they're going through, you have gone through adversity, and they were not necessarily there the way they're wishing someone would be there for them. The tables have turned in that sense, but they see how resilient you have become. So they know they can do it. They know, and so basically I just heard in their darkest hour, they are really pulling in your example as an assistance for them to bravely go through what they're going through right now. What can we see for how the masculines are viewing the feminine? Oh, I just saw 1111 and Queen of Wands. That's my divine feminine, embodied spiritual feminine energy. So they're seeing you in your independence. They know you're good on your own right now, and they really appreciate that. They're actually quite in awe. They're really thankful that they see that kind of an example, because they do actually feel like whatever they're going through, that you are likely okay to wait it out and let them. It's like they can sense there's room in your heart for them to come through this without fearing you're going to be fickle or act out or use crutches to cope. They really do feel like you are stepping into the shoes or have arrived at this true divine feminine energy, which can hold her own, their own, take gender how it resonates, through whatever this distance is right now. And seal of evolutionary colors, progressive awareness, multi-directional change. So these masculines are going through major change. They also have a next level awareness of the character that you embody, feminines, and how you are their rock energetically. So they are relying on trust at this time, and they are seeing, their eyes are being opened to just how adversity matures people who lean into the challenges rather than use escapism or coping or crutches, addictions, to handle things. They see what you have done, and they are drawing on that example. And that is part of how they are catching up to speed, because they are, I'm seeing somebody walking a tightrope across the Grand Canyon. It's like they've seen you do it, so they know it's possible. And they're looking at you having walked across this canyon rather than looking down. Yes, so what they would say is they see you victorious, feminines. There is a deep camaraderie, a deep acknowledgement, a deep appreciation for the way that you've come through your challenges, feminines, and they see you kind of, being in that place where others recognize that you are an extraordinary person, and they are about to join you in that. They know like something is going on with these masculines where if their feminine can do it, so can they. And it's huge. It's huge feeling. What are they feeling on the heart space about these connections? They don't know what the long term holds. This can be generational rite of passage. There's an elder here, and this card in many decks talks about generational legacy and children, that sort of thing. So these masculines may be going through a generational rite of passage or preparing to step into parenthood, or really to start letting go of the folly of immaturity and now starting to be more productive. They may be finding they don't have a lot of eldership to rely on, and that they are beginning to have to trailblaze that for real. So it feels like they are outgrowing or superseding or moving beyond what they've been shown, the examples they have to draw on. And in the heart space, this connection really deeply supports that they can muster the courage, what they need to do to persevere, and that there will be a way to come through it. It feels like this connection on the heart space reminds them that we don't have to know all the answers, that we can trust, we can be intuitively guided, we can pray, we can ask through meditation for that clarity on what to do next, and we will come through it. So these masculines are learning. They're seeing your advanced spirituality, feminines. They're seeing that you have a way, tenacity of making it through the maze of life, and they're learning that they have that ability as well. On the heart space, they're really drawing on that example. Duality, contrast, trust, and balance. Exactly. So this is also where they are becoming more trustworthy to rely on their own guidance, their connection to source, to know what is right to do in each step of the way. And they're seeing that it's worked for you. They are finding that encouragement, and they're finding the balance inside of themselves. This is also, we've been seeing the masculines coming out of people pleasing and doing things that go against their own inner knowing, their own bliss, that is contrary to what they would really like to be doing, the choices they would feel are right by their soul. They're seeing the contrast, the dualities. They're also seeing the people around them that are just there for a good time, not a long time, is what I'm getting. And they're in their heart. You're in their heart, feminines. They don't have, I just was drawn to the number 2 here. That means them and you. They don't have anyone else that they respect their character enough to draw on this kind of example. This is energetic partnership. What would they say to you? You're not in separation. That's the card of being left out in the cold. They have so much energetic acknowledgement for you here. You are the best person I've ever met, they're saying. And it's really helping them, even at a distance, even if they are internalizing quite a bit right now, if you're in communication or in the beginning stages of union, whatever they're going through right now, they are going it alone, meaning sovereign, but they are completely connected with you energetically for this sacred rite of passage I'm hearing. What do they feel for you on their heart space? Oh, deep in their heart, they feel this affinity. This is the soulmate card, the 2 peas in a pod card. And that they are really understanding that it's just the 2 of you. This is monogamy. This is alignment. This is gratitude. Something is profoundly letting them appreciate that you are this person in their life. This is commitment. This is highly spiritual. I heard coming to God kind of moment. Mastery, accountability, and acceptance. When they accept their mastery, they accept you are their counterpart, because you are the only person, feminines, that they have seen demonstrate this level of mastery. And they're starting to become worthy and see that they can match you. So life circumstances are having their way with these masculines, and these masculines are saying yes. So they are accepting it. They are now acknowledging that there is nobody that has such a big heart as you, feminines, like they do. And they have felt very walled off from life because they were jaded, because they were skeptical, because they were protecting their heart. But they are seeing how being supple like a willow is energetically, emotionally, intellectually, not being in stubborn pride. They see you flowing through life's circumstances, and that is the feminine gift to these masculines, that they are learning to go with the flow as well, because they know they have your love. They know it, feminines, and they love you so much, and that's only growing stronger here, really, really growing stronger here. Advice, Hanged Man. Or what they would say to you. They're having epiphanies right now about how great you are, how divine you are, feminines, and how divine they are. How capable the 2 of you are. The wisdom they feel that the both of you share, that they're very rapidly coming into the embodiment of, to match you It's an alchemical exchange. And they're realizing it's not by chance you are in their lives. The example that they have seen in you, it's a great high honor. What are they wishing to manifest? Wheel of Fortune. So they know it's only a matter of time until whatever can unfold next will happen. They do feel, for whatever reason, that this rite of passage they're going through, the adversity, the challenges they're facing right now, that it's really preparing them to meet you on the other side of this. Oh yes, Prism of Existence. This is one of my aligned counterpart cards, because we have the shared connection and then the sovereignty. This is mastery, and now we're talking. Prism of Existence, separation, extension, independence, and identity. So there is a separation because we each have our own free will, we each have our own karma, and yet we're so perfectly energetically aligned because it's a divinely orchestrated connection. But at times we are pulled apart to recognize the sovereignty, to take care of our own unique karma, our own unique lessons, our own unique adversities. And this is an independent process to find our own unique identities so we can bring contrast and collaboration into these connections for the greater good. As contributors, what they would say is, yes, they are going through, this is a confirmation. Here's this 10 of Pentacles, and look at all of the blended happy generational things. So they are saying, feel it deep within your heart, feminines. Just know, see how this message in today's reading is showing you the preparation and giving you the hat tip, the acknowledgement. These masculines are saying, look at what we're going to get on the other side. I'm getting it now, is what I'm hearing. And they're saying, don't lose the faith. Stay in the alignment. I'm seeing, I hope you'll wait for me, but it's no longer so much hope. It's more like a deep acknowledgement that this will happen. When it's time, this is needed. The rites of passage, the awarenesses are needed so that this stuff can be legitimate, so we can have legacy, so we can have true commitment, true solid integrity, character, and that can allow for success going forward. What are the masculines' actions at this time? Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. They're putting in the work. And Seal of Metatron, form, structure, foundation, cosmology. Yeah, they've finally figured out that when they lean into the things that they know they need to be accountable for, responsible for, whether that's letting go of things and making those judgment calls, or leaning into things and really showing up with their full potential, they're drawing on Metatron energy here, which is an angel of manifestation. So this is the inner resource we didn't know we previously had. This is the triumph energy, the victory that keeps us fighting the good fight and doing the righteous thing. So they are very much understanding that in order to live up to the excellence that they feel on their heart and soul, that they have to be meticulous and do things in a foundational way where there are no loose ends, there's no unfinished business. They've got to be thorough, they've got to be sincere, they've got to be accountable to the divine, is what I'm hearing. They're doing their best when no one's watching. They do not have anybody in their material realm right now that is qualified energetically, spiritually, to know or to be able to tell whether these masculines are in alignment or not. Not like the divine can, and not like you have been shown by the divine about the potential here. These masculines are stepping into their potential, but karmic people around them do not have the maturity spiritually or the wisdom to see these masculines for who they are. The masculines can't go to any of the people in their lives for true support. They have to go to the divine, and this is bringing them closer to you, feminines. But they are really buckling down and drawing from their inner resource, their connection to source, their mastery. We have the Four of Wands now. This is the 11-11 union. So it's also in the inverse with this long term, but this is the foundation that's being laid. So right now, feminines, if you know this is your person, So if you're not sure if you want this person, or if, aligned counterparts are not just a boyfriend, girlfriend kind of energy. This is someone on your soul level that you just know is your person. And that does not mean longing, craving, wishing, feeling like you would look good if you were with this person, or they would provide for you and save you from your pain. That's not what these are about. This is true. You see their character. You love who they are. The divine has shown you real things about this person's sweetest heart, and it resonates. There's an essence to it that is actually yours. It's aligned with you, tailor-made for your energy, but not in a lacking or craving kind of way. It's a grounded, peaceful knowing. If that's you, if that's what this person is in your life, this is deep encouragement to keep calling that in and trusting it. Nobody else outside of you can know that. If that isn't your person, if that's not the kind of energy that you are experiencing in your heart of hearts for the person you're watching, you're not quite sure and you're trying to figure out if this person could be the person for you, etc. Don't make it fit. If it's not meant to fit, really focus on what your long-term aligned, beautiful, heartfelt, full, amazing relationship would be like. Ask the divine to show you what that would look like. And so if this person you're watching this for is just simply, the best you can find, and it would be settling to, kind of wait for them, let this person go, and let this be a lesson for you to dream big and design your dream relationship with you and the divine. And in meditation, ask for what that is. But for those who this is aligning, this is saying, just keep letting this connection, your connection to source, the way that you're loving this person at a distance or spaciously, let it keep unfolding. Root for them, keep grounding into the truth of it. Let that sustain you through the adversity, through the distance, the extension of lives right now. And just love. Be in the energy of love. What is the challenge for these masculines? Their own public victory and all of the emotions. So they see you already. What did I say? You walked across the tightrope over the Grand Canyon. This is the same card. They're not fully in the upright yet, but they are taking notes about how that's done with grace, with flow, and with emotional connection. So they are cracking open their emotions. We have flower of feeling, compassion, emotional awakening, and forgiveness. Whatever this rite of passage is, they are forgiving those around them for not being more capable of, having mentored these masculines, for having shown them a better way. They're forgiving their parents, their family line, society. They're forgiving themselves for not seeing things in a more connected way before now. They're really going through this initiation into humility, they're getting real. They're awakening their connectedness to life and presence and the goodness. It's like they're being stitched into the fabric of all that is. They're not apart from it. They're coming through and understanding more sincerely what unites people, this unity consciousness that's coming in. What would they say to you, feminines? They've been foolish. They have been short-sighted. They have fallen short. They have been weak. They have been distracted. They have not been focusing on the things that produce life-affirming results and aliveness. They're seeing they want to be fully alive. They must include their emotions in order to do so. And this humbling motion is helping them admit the folly of their immaturity and rise with maturity and accountability and see you as righteous, see themselves as righteous. They want a brand new beginning once they transcend the lower vibrational things that they have been connected in, born into in this world, once they rise above that, they are going to be meeting you on that level, feminines. What can we see for the solution to this challenge? The tower, the old structures, the old paradigms must fall. Their old lives are crumbling. Everything around them is taking on a very, I heard, ghostly aspect, because it's not real to them anymore. All of the false constructs, all the things they thought were cool, all the things that sparkled that weren't gold, glittered, all of that is being shown to them right now, because when the going gets tough, fair weather friends are nowhere to be seen. Yeah, selfish people who don't have it to give have only been upset at your masculines for not being there for them when their lives get tough. So when the masculines' lives have been getting tough, all the people that have been taking from them or having agendas or wanting them for certain self-seeking reasons, those people have gone ghost on your masculines right now. Friends, family, colleagues, I even heard business partners, anybody that has been siphoning energy from your masculines have ditched your masculines right now. And that is divinely guided, so your masculines can come into this mastery. And we get chamber of communication, correspondence, declaration, telepathy. This is the bond we're seeing between this energetic connection that you share, the two of you share through thick and thin, good times and bad, sickness and in health. And through this adversity, they know are true blue. This connection is infallible, I just heard. It's pure, it's divine, it's real. Even when you're not fully in the kind of union you will have one day, this connection is more real than any connection these masculines have ever had with anybody. What would they say to you? Just wait and see. I'm coming. I just heard I'm coming. Trust. So these masculines are looking forward to a time when they can get in the water here and swim with you in the emotion, the homecoming, the celebration, the victory dance I just heard. So these masculines know that they are going to be returning and that they are not going to be bringing any of the lower vibrational past life things in here. Past life meaning their karmic portion of their life before transcending those things. All of that is falling away. It offers them no sustenance. They cannot draw from it for anything other than, I'm seeing in the Wizard of Oz, the poppy field for slumber. It's been keeping them asleep. It's been keeping them distracted. It's been keeping them lulled away from feeling, from getting real. It's been escapism. It's been taking them off course. And so they really are saying, like, look, I see this future with you. I am coming forward out of this stuff. It's hand in hand. So whatever this adversity is, it's a blessing in disguise, because it's pulling these masculines away from their karmic lives and showing them what really matters, showing them there's so much more to life, 33, than they saw before. With the blinders on, they could not see this aspect of life that is truly otherworldly. They were not embodying it. Wow. What is the direction in the near future? Oh, wow, the devil. And Chakra Kabbalah, spiritual path, life lessons, karma. So they're going to be facing these devil energies and illusions head on and overcoming. This is their spiritual path. This is the major end of the life lessons and dealing with their karma. So everything that they have been sidestepping in their lives is coming to an end consciously. These masculines are seeing that. Suki, hey, Suki, hey. No barking. No. You're not allowed to bark at that. Sorry, everybody, coming back. Oh my goodness. Yes, so they are overcoming these karmic pathways. This is their tree of life. This is actually quite amazing because this is the guardian of the gates of matter. The devil energies are such that this is the ruler of this domain. There is a cap with consciousness, with what we can come to from the vantage point of the world. The devil is that canopy, that atmosphere that is just from a physical, material assessment of reality. And it's so tantalizing to have us think that this is all there is, that there's nothing more to see than just what meets the eye, and that life is just random and short, and why would we want to focus on anything other than pleasures and distractions? But there's so much more to it, and these masculines are coming through that rite of passage right now. There's a cheeky little smile when pigs fly here, little pig. So they see you. I just heard she's so high above me. They see you levitating with your essence, your buoyancy, your joy. And the look on this masculine's face is, just you wait. I'm seeing like Peter Pan doing backflips and like flying all around. So they know when they get through connecting the dots that they are perceiving right now, that they're going to show you some things, feminines. You think that it's when pigs fly. You're in a different dimension. You're not lowering your vibe right now, feminines. This is the Page of Cups, which is the sweetness, it's the acceptance, it's, focusing on the higher frequency things. And your masculines are looking at this like, you don't see this coming. Maybe you don't think I'm on my way, but I do know from this reading they trust that it's likely. At the same time, it's like the final hour. They don't think you know how possibly soon it is. They're already looking in your direction in these ways with all these things going under the surface. So it feels like they're starting to get some divinely guided intel about what might be able to happen once this adversity is cleared in their lives. What can we see? Emotional card for the feminines. Oh, love. I commit to the practice of seeing good in all things. So I just heard, don't make it about me, feminines. Really see the value in these masculines actually going through these rites of passage, these spiritually noble, righteous rites of passage, so they can actually give you the love that you on your heart feel you both are destined for. What can we see? One card for the masculines. Envy in the inverse. I am the same as everybody else with different challenges. So this is that rite of passage. It's hard right now. They're buckling down, but nobody can do it for us, and we can't do it for anybody else. We all have to have this reckoning in our own spiritually maturing way. Yeah. Okay, so these masculines are leaning into their particular lot in life so that they can see it for what it is, so they can overcome, so they can transcend, so they can find the solutions, the higher solutions, and so they can get up out of playing small and I heard living half-assed lives. They want to be fully alive, and it's all working together. And you are a blessing in their lives, feminines, because they do not know anyone like you. You are a one of a kind, feminines. Simply the best. All right, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.